Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Today we are reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 1, Question by Vidura, Text 7 and 8. I'm going to read the translation of 7, then we'll chant text 8 together. Text 7. The king did not forbid his son Dushasana abominable action of gambling. The king did not forbid his son Dushasana's abominable action of grabbing the hair of Draupadi, the wife of the godly king Yudhishthira, even though her tears washed the red dust on her breast. Text 8. Tuyate tubang adamena jata sansado. Santang balantang batamba nayangatasa. Nayacha to data samaena dasam. Tamo jusano yato tatalo. Ute tubang adamena jata satado. Tata balambasa yabaya gatasa. Nayo jato dasamae nadayam. Tamo jusano yang jato satula. Yute tubang adamena jata sadasado. Tata balansang basamba nagatasa. Naya jato dasama enadayam. Tamo jusano yang jato satala. Yute tubang adamena jata sado. Santang balamba sabana gatasa. Naya jato dasama enadayam. Tamo jusano yaga jato santa. Yute tubang adamena jata sanamo. Satang balamba sabano gatasa. Naya tato dasamae nadayam. Tamo jusano yaga jato santo. Tute tubang adamae ratato jago. Tasang namamba sambanam gatasa. Ayato dasame nadayam. Tamo japano yagasasato. Tena tmane mena dasasado. sano yagajata santu. What to what do they by means of gambling? To but adamena by unfair tricks. Jitasa of the vanquished. Sadavo, a saintly person. Satya Balambasa, one who embraces truth as shelter. Param, forest. Gatasa, of the goal. Na, never. Yajata, one asked for. Ada, delivered. Samayana, in due course. Dayam, light share. Tamam jasana, overwhelmed by illusion. Ya, as much as. Ajatasatro, of one who had no enemy. Translation. Yudhishthira, who was born without any enemy, was unfairly defeated in gambling, but because he had taken the vow of truthfulness, he went off to the forest. When he came back in due course and begged the return of his rightful share of the kingdom, he was refused by Dhritarashtra, who was overwhelmed by illusion. Yudhishthira, we did it together, no? Yudhishthira, who was born without any enemy, was unfairly defeated in gambling. But because he had taken the vow of truthfulness, he went off to the forest. When he came back, in due course, and begged the return of his rightful share of the kingdom, he was refused by Dhritarashtra, who was overwhelmed by illusion. Purport. Maharaj Yudhishthira was rightful heir to his father's kingdom, but just favored his own son, headed by Duryodhana. Dhritarashtra Maharaj Yudhishthira's uncle, adopted various unfair means to cheat his nephew of their rightful share of the kingdom. At last, the Pandava demanded only 5 villages, one for each of the 5 brothers, but that was also refused by Apsarus. This incident led to the war of Kurukshetra. The battle of Kurukshetra, therefore, was induced by the Kuru, and not the Pandavas. As Kshatriya, the proper livelihood of Pandavas was only to rule and not to accept any other occupation. A Brahmana, Kshatriya or Vaishya will not accept any employment for his livelihood under any circumstances. Om Jnana Niranjasta Jnana Jnana Shalakaya Chakshum Militanyena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Narayana Namaskritam Naranchayava Narottaman Devem Saraswatim Yasam Tato Jaya Udiyaye. Before reciting Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, I offer my respectful obeisance to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayan Rishi, and Godness Saraswati, and śabdyate, the author of Vedic literature. And also, I would like to offer my respectful obeisance to Srila Prabhupada, who is the founder Acharya of ISKCON, and he is a Shiksha Guru for all the members of ISKCON. He is empowered special Vaishnava. From beginning of his life, he was very pure, and he was the person who came with a mission, Senapati, Even it was predicted in the scripture, he will come to spread the message of Lord Chaitanya all over the world, that he is the one. And then he was beloved of his spiritual master, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He likes hear from his Guru Maharaj. That's why he was special favor of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Then he went through so much difficulty to spread the Krishna consciousness. As a Grihastha, he was always offering his support, Gaudiya Math. Then when he came to West, he had nothing with him, but he went through so much difficulty and spread Krishna consciousness. And he did not make any compromise. He presented Krishna consciousness as it is. And now, somebody asked, Prabhupada, after you leave, what will you do? Prabhupada said, I will never leave. I will stay with those who take my instruction. So yesterday's Ekadasi was very special Ekadasi, Lama Ekadasi. That was the day Srila Prabhupada completed the translation of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So it was very special. So Prabhupada translated so many books, and then he was like 17 volumes of Chaitanya Charitamrita, 72 volumes of Srimad-Bhagavatam, and Bhagavad-gītā twice, and many other books. So we offer our most humble obeisance to Srila Prabhupada for this literary contribution and many others. And then I was told to speak something about Prabhupada, so I'm going to spend some time about Prabhupada in the line of today's Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam's verse. So first, I will do the overview, because now we are starting third canto. So I'm going to do the connection from first and second canto to third canto. Then I will do the overview of third canto. Then we'll come back to today's text and we'll discuss today's text with Srila Prabhupada's mood and mission. So we'll do the connection. First canto and second canto. First canto is like in Bhagavad-gītā, first chapter is like setting the scene where Bhagavad-gītā was spoken, what is the situation where Bhagavad-gītā was spoken. So Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, first canto is like setting the scene, how all the Kurukshetra the battle was finished and all the warriors was dead. And they have to go to the bathing gut to burn the body. That's the start of Bhagavatam. Then Bhishma Dev was passing away, Kunti Devi's prayers, and different topics to set the scene, how Bhagavatam was spoken. Then Panda was retired, then Shukadeva Goswami appeared to Parikshit Maharaj to speak. Then actual Bhagavatam, where Shukadeva Goswami starts to speak, was second canto. Then in the beginning of second canto, Shukadeva Goswami said, Atra sarga visargasa sthanam posanam tam mambantare sanukata nirodha mukti āśrayaḥ. There are 10 topics of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. That is sarga, that is creation, then visarga, sub-creation, that is creation by Brahma. The first creation is by Viṣṇu, second creation is by Brahma. Then Stapana, that is geography, the planetary system. Then creative impetus. Then Mambantara. Then protection of the Lord. Then Nirodha. Then liberation. Then finally āśrayaḥ. That is the lotus face of Krishna. So in the second canto, mainly creation part was spoken, like how Krishna expanded to Sankarsana Pradyumna, Nirodha Pradyumna, then three Puruṣas, then all the material element was created by Pradhana to Mahatattva, then all the Virata Rupa, on all that was spoken. Then when Shukadeva Goswami was speaking, Parikshit Maharaj was listening. In that assembly, Sutta Goswami was there. Then Sutta Goswami was going to speak to Naimisharanya forest. And then the forest of Naimisharanya was headed by Shonaka. Then Shonaka was listening about all this creation. He said that, okay, creation topic is very nice. But can you speak something about Maitreya and Vidula? But because you said something about Vidula was speaking with Maitreya, but Vidula was in Hastinapur, Krishna always go to Hastinapur. Krishna think Hastinapur is like a part of his house. Then why Vidura left that Hastinapur and went to somewhere? Maitreya was living at the bank of Ganga in Haridabad. That's far away place. Why he was with Maitreya in that far away place, living the Hastinapur? So that was Shonaka Rishi's question to Sutta Goswami. That was the end of second canto. Then third canto we just started. Then Sutta Goswami said, yes, your question is very right. Actually, Sukadeva Goswami also spoke about this topic, how Vidura left the house and went to the pilgrimage. So the beginning of third canto, this chapter was talking about condensed form Mahabharata, leading up to the just beginning of Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra battle was just about to start. Then Vidura left the home because Vidura was telling always to Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra, please do not fight with Pandavas. Give back the rightful share to Pandavas. Then there will be no war, no killing, no loss. But Duryodhana was so angry. So he said, actually Vidura used very strong word. This Duryodhana is like a poison. When Duryodhana was born, he was born with like a jackal's howl, so inauspicious. You have to kill this child from beginning, but the Dhritarashtra didn't want to do that. So he grew up, and then he grew up to the cause of destruction of dynasty. And then up to the point, Krishna came with peace mission. Krishna even showed the universal form. Still Duryodhana was against Krishna. Krishna is just a magician. I can do it and I can fight. So Duryodhana didn't listen. Then Vidura said very strong word. You have to get rid of this poison. You have to get him out. To save this dynasty, Kuru dynasty, you have to throw out this Duryodhana. Then Dhritarashtra called Vidura. Then Vidura was giving advice. At this point, everybody else thought, okay, there is no chance because Krishna came. Krishna tried to convince Duryodhana, but then he didn't listen to Krishna. And then Dhritarashtra tried to convince Duryodhana, he didn't listen to anybody. And he even thinks he is right, he is not doing anything wrong. So in this point, there is no chance. Everybody thought they're going to be the war. And then even Duryodhana, Dronacharya and Bhishma said, what can we do? There must be war. Because Dhritarashtra was very scared. Okay, last minute Krishna came to peace mission and Duryodhana refused. Now what we can do? Maybe we can do something to make up. The last minute must be something. But then Bhishma said there is nothing we can do. We just have to prepare for the war. And Drona also said, everybody else said same. But Vidura, he said, no, we have to stop this war. We have to stop this. We have to return the share to Pandavas. Then listening to that, Duryodhana got so angry because Duryodhana was thinking, all this time, many times he said, we have to fight. We cannot give the kingdom to the Pandavas. But everybody said, no, you have to return the kingdom to Yudhishthira. But finally it's going to have the war. Duryodhana was waiting for this moment. Yes, we are going to fight. Because he is a Kshatriya and he is also very evil. So he was very eager to fight. But then Vidura said, no, you cannot do that. You have to throw this Duryodhana out. Then Duryodhana got so angry and he said very cruel word. He said, who called you to come here? You the son of the maid. You get out from here. Throw him out from the palace with only his breath. So Vidura was thinking, all this time he was trying to make Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra to go to right path, but he failed. And then he thought, okay, I have done my best. Now I'm going to leave. And he was not feeling sad, because if he stayed, because he was a part of a Kuru dynasty, then he had to fight against Pandavas, like Bhishma Deva and Drona. He was against this fight, but Duryodhana was maintaining the kingdom. So Bhishma Deva and Dronacharya, they have to fight against Pandavas. But Vidura really didn't want to do this. He didn't want to fight against Pandavas. So he was thinking, how I can get out of this entanglement. Then Duryodhana said, you get out. And Vidura was very happy, accepting, okay, external energy is working toward Duryodhana, so I'm going to leave. And he put his bow at the door. That means I'm not going to fight for the Kuru dynasty. Then he went out of palace, but he didn't go from south gate where usually Kshatriyas go out. But he went out from north gate. Like today, did we have any problem coming into the temple today? I was stopped there. Chokida said, no, you cannot come. You have to go all the way to this side, like that. And I don't know you have any problem. Like that, sometimes they have the gate, this gate is for the guest, this gate is for the devotee, this gate is this and that and that. So the palace of the gate, north side is for the Brahmana. The Brahmana will come from north and go out from the north. So Vidura decided to leave from the north. That means he is not a Kshatriya anymore, he is a mendicant. He is a Brahmana caste, he dressed himself, he removed all the royal clothes, and he wear like a sadhu's clothes. So he was going different places. He went to Ayodhya, Mathura, Dwarka, and different places along the sacred rivers, dressed like a sadhu, so he was not being noticed. Then he was thinking he can now devote his life to the service to Krishna. The question comes, he was in the palace. Krishna always goes there. He had a personal association with Krishna. When Krishna came as peace mission, Krishna went to Vidura's house. He didn't go to the palace immediately. And then he discussed with Vidura. He talked with Vidura all the time. Then he had a peace mission, and he was refused, and he showed universal form, and he came back where? Vidura's house. And he was invited to eat in Duryodhana's house, and no, I'm not going to eat in your house. My peace mission was not successful. If my mission is not successful, then I will not eat there. So he went to Vidura's house and he ate. So he has very close relationship with Krishna. Then why he left the palace? The reason is, Prabhupada said, because he was feeling not qualified enough to associate with Krishna, because he was feeling so contaminated in the association of political people, especially Duryodhana and his associate. So he felt like he should get rid of this contamination of the palace politics. So he went to the pilgrimage, and he was taking baths in holy places, and he wanted to purify it. Then he went to Yamuna. On the bank of Yamuna, he met Uddhava. Then he was so happy because Uddhava is very close associated with Krishna, and he asked, how is Krishna? How is Ugrasena? How is Devaki? How is Pradyumna? How is Aniruddha? He was asking about different people. And then Uddhava, meanwhile, Uddhava was so sad because Krishna was not with him. He was choked with, he was crying and he was choked voice. He could not speak. Momentarily, he could not speak, but he came back to sense. And then he expressed his gratitude that he met Vidura, to whom he can speak about Krishna. And Uddhava spoke about Krishna's pastime in Vrindavan, Mathura, and Dwarka. Then finally he spoke about the final pastime of Krishna, how Yadu dynasty annihilated themselves. Then at the end, Krishna was sitting by the young banyan tree, and then he gave the final instruction to Uddhava, and then he told Uddhava to go to Bhadrika ashram. Then he decided to go there because Narayana Rishi, the Krishna in the form of Narayana Rishi is there. So he was on the way. Then Uddhava was very happy to meet with Vidura, but he could not speak further. So Vidura asked Uddhava, oh, you got the instruction from Krishna directly. Can you please share with me? Can I hear the instruction Krishna gave to you? And Uddhava said, actually, I have to go to Bhadrika ashram. That is Krishna's order, and I am on the way. And Maitreya Rishi was there with us, so you can ask him. And Maitreya Rishi is living nearby, not too far away. That is Haridwar, on the bank of Ganga. So Uddhava left, and then Vidura stayed for some time. Then after some time, he traveled to by the Ganga to meet Maitreya Rishi. Then when he met Maitreya Rishi, he of course asked, please give me the instruction and the teaching in the connection of the transcendental message of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then he asked specifically about creation, about an incarnation. He could be asking about more intimate pastime, but then he asked about creation. So originally the last end of the second canto, Shonaka Rishi said, okay, we have been hearing about creation, but can you tell us something about conversation of Maitreya and Vidura? What did they speak? And then he said, oh, they spoke about the creation. So now again, creation comes. Prabhupada said, actually, devotees relish more about Krishna's pastime directly, but the creation's pastime is also nonetheless, it's part of Krishna's pastime, so we cannot underestimate. So, but then this time he asked specifically about the Visarga, creation by Brahma. So how Brahma created what was already created by Krishna. Then that was up to 20th chapter of third canto. Then after third canto have 42 chapters. Out of 42 chapters, 20 chapter is conversation between Vidura and Uddhava and Vidura and Maitreya. Then Vidura asked, what about the Manvantara Manu, Svayambhuva Manu? He has a son, Uttanapada, and Priyavrata. Then he has a daughter, Devahuti. How was a descendant? Then Maitreya said, yes, Devahuti was married to Kardama Muni, and then their son was the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Kapila. So the rest of the third canto was talking about Kardama Muni and Devahuti. Then Kardama Muni left, and after Kapila Deva appeared, then Kapila Deva gave the instruction to Devahuti about Sankhya, and then also different element of creation, like again creation, fundamental principle of material nature, and also very nice chapter of the living entity in the womb of the mother. Nowadays, scientists is finding out what's the womb of the mother, how the living entity grows. But it was there a long time ago. This is Devahuti time. It's a long time ago. It was already in Bhagavatam. Kapila Deva was speaking to Devahuti. And Sankhya is usually sound like very philosophical and very analytic, require high intellect. But here Kapila Deva is speaking to Devahuti, the woman. And who can say woman is less intelligent, who cannot understand Sankhya? Sankhya's first receiver was woman, Devahuti. So that was an overview of third canto. And now we're coming back to today's text, 7 and 8. I read the translation again. The king did not forbid his son Dushasana's abominable action of grabbing the hair of Draupadi, the wife of godly King Yudhishthira, even though her tear washed the red dust on her breast. So this is part of Mahabharata. One thing I was going to say, I really want to say this. So this story on third canto is about Vidura. So Vidura is the son of Vyasadeva. And Vyasadeva is the compiler of this Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So this part of Vidura's talk, many people don't even notice Vidura is taking such a big part in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, but there is many talk about Vidura. So Vidura is the son of Vyasadeva. And then Maitreya Rishi is Vyasadeva's friend, contemporary friend, like a same age group. So they are very close to Vyasadeva. So that topic is very dear to Vyasadeva. So the part of Mahabharata, Vyasadeva compiled, that's what I remember. Then Vyasadeva compiled this Mahabharata, and then in the Mahabharata, the sequence on how the Kurukshetra was going to start. It's like a very beginning of Bhagavad-gītā, first shloka. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyuktavan mamaka pandavachaiva kinakurubata Sanjaya. Dhritarashtra said, "O Sanjaya, after assembling the battlefield of Kurukshetra, what did my son and son of Pandu did, desiring to fight? So in the purport, Prabhupada said, why? He said, Mamaka Pandavachaiva. Both family, Kuru dynasty, Pandavas and Kauravas, they are both Kuru dynasty, but he wanted to discriminate Pandavas and Kauravas. Kauravas, my son is Kauravas, proper Kauravas, and Pandava is somewhere on the side. He wants to make a discrimination. That is the very first of Bhagavad-gītā. That very first of Bhagavad-gītā is coming here. The king did not favor son of Pandavas, and he favored only his own son, Duryodhana, and his brothers. So Bhagavad-gītā and Bhagavatam is connected. It's sometimes said end of Bhagavad-gītā is the beginning of Bhagavatam. It's very true in two senses. One is the battle of Kurukshetra is going to start, then Krishna and Arjuna on a chariot, then Bhagavad-gītā is spoken just before Kurukshetra start. That was the Bhagavad-gītā. Then Arjuna said, end of Bhagavad-gītā, yes, I will fight. Then Yatra Krishna, then Bhagavatam start. After the end of Kurukshetra, everybody is dying, and Bhishma Devi is dying, and then the ladies in front, everybody go to the Ganga to offer the last rite. Then here, so that is the one thing, that's how the scenery is. And another one is, of course, the philosophy. The teaching of Bhagavad-gītā finish with sarva dharma parittajan mahekam saranam bhajan ahantvan sarva papebhyo mokshayami machcha. Abandon all kinds of religion, just surrender to me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reaction, do not fear. That's the end of Bhagavad-gītā. Then Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam start from Dharma Payojita Kaita. Well, let's skip everything, forget about all religion, just all cheating religion, just throw away, and just let it Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. That is real religion, the service to Bhagavatam, to the Bhagavan. That is a philosophical connection of Bhagavad-gītā and Bhagavatam. How the end of Bhagavad-gītā is the beginning of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Then come back to today's text again. So because of Dhritarashtra's affection, he did not stop Dushasana. So this gambling match is so terrible. And this text is that Sabha means assembly hall. Duryodhana went to Yudhishthira Maharaj. This is after already the candle wax house was burned, and then Pandava was wandering, and they came back. Draupadi was married to Pandavas. They established Indraprastha. Then Indraprastha was established, and Duryodhana was invited because of Rajasuya sacrifice. And he thought, oh my God, he has better house than I have. I'm going to get a better house. Then he made a beautiful house. That is this Sabha. And he sent Vidura. Vidura, can you go to Pandavas and invite them to come? I made a nice house. I want to show you. Then we can have some play like when we were small children and we used to play gambling match. Then Yudhishthira Maharaj thought, oh, this is very dangerous. Gambling match, that means danger. Like we have 4 regulative principles, gambling is one of them. Gambling Kshatriya does, but Yudhishthira Maharaj knows gambling means dangerous. So he thought, this is very dangerous, but then I should not go. But Vidura said, King Dhritarashtra is inviting you. If it's Duryodhana, then forget it. Duryodhana is speaking nonsense and I'm not going. But Dhritarashtra is a senior member of the family, and Yudhishthira Maharaj respect as a senior father figure. So he said, if Dhritarashtra is inviting me, I cannot refuse. So he went knowingly, it's going to be really bad. Then sure enough, when he reached, Duryodhana said, welcome, let us play, like friendly game. No worry, friendly game. And then he said, okay, Shakuni will play for me. And Yudhishthira said, what? You cannot do that. Those who play, they can put the thingy, and then that's it. Why the Shakuni is playing? And then, oh, he will play for me, and he doesn't have anything to put on the button. I have so many gold. So whatever Yudhishthira you want to put, and I will match to you. So it's way, but if you don't want to, you don't have to play. Then Yudhishthira could say that, no, I don't want to play, this is not fair much. But then he said, here Prabhupada said, Yudhishthira was rightful heir to his family's kingdom, and then he was born without enemy. Ajatasattu. Ajatasattu means those who are born without enemy. It's not simply he has no enemy. He has enemy, but from his side, like Duryodhana was thinking, Yudhishthira is his enemy. So somebody think Yudhishthira is his enemy, but Yudhishthira was born without enemy. That means he doesn't consider, when he was born, he doesn't consider anybody as his enemy. He doesn't consider anybody was born as his enemy. He doesn't think like that. So Ajatasattu. Vidura also called Yudhishthira with his name many times. Ajatasattu. So Yudhishthira Maharaj said, because Dhritarashtra is ordering, I'm going to do. Then he thought, okay, I will put my pearl necklace. He put pearl necklace. Then Duryodhana said, okay, I will match to you. Then he put same. Whatever Yudhishthira will put, Duryodhana will put. And then he lost, of course. Shakuni has magic. He has that dice made from his grandfather's bone. Special dice made of his grandfather's dice. So whatever he desires, that number will come. So the game, I don't know exactly the rule, but then he has to say the number, and he throws the dice, and that number comes, then that person wins. And Yudhishthira Maharaj doesn't have that, and he was not skillful, so he lost. Then he said, okay, now he will put the chariot, he will have the gold, and he will have soldiers, and he will put this and that. He started putting so many things, and every time he will lose. And then he thought, okay, I'm doing this, not for me, but I'm doing this for the respect for Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra is my superior. He ordered me to do this. I asked, shall I do? And he did not say not to do. So I'm doing this. And because I'm following the Dharma, my duty to follow the superior, if Krishna wants this happen, this will happen. If Krishna wants to stop this, it will stop. So he keep playing. Some stories said because Yudhishthira was caught up in the fever of gambling, so he kept playing. But inside the heart, like Mahabharata has two aspects, materialistic Mahabharata, then say like that, oh, Yudhishthira, he didn't know gambling, but he got the fever of gambling, he started playing. But it's not exactly like that. In Yudhishthira's heart, he was thinking, I'm following the Dharma. Dharma is set by Krishna, Dharma to Saksa, Bhagavad-gītā. Dharma is set by Krishna, not by Deva, not by demon, not by Rakshas, not by human. Only set by Krishna, and I'm following Dharma. So if this is not supposed to happen, then Krishna will stop. With that faith, finally he put a kingdom, and he lost. Can you imagine? He was having such a strong faith. If Krishna desire, he can stop this. Krishna will protect my kingdom. I'm using this kingdom for Krishna's service. If Krishna wants to protect, Krishna will protect. And he bet the kingdom, and he lost. Can you imagine in your devotional service, you may have something you really have to do for Guru Maharaj, you have to do for Prabhupada's mission. I was told to do this service is dangerous, but I will risk my life, I will do. If Krishna wants to protect, Krishna will protect this project, and then it's fair. How do you, and you put all the faith and then fail. Feel so sad, you know. And sometimes like, oh Krishna, where are you? But then Yudhishthira didn't do that. Then he said, okay, I lost everything. Now I'm going to put Nakula. If Krishna wants to protect, Krishna will protect. Then Shakuni threw the dice, and Nakula was lost. And then Yudhishthira thought, oh, Krishna didn't protect. What the hell is Krishna doing? He didn't say like that. He thought, whatever Krishna thinks. Then he put Sahadev. Then he lost Sahadev. Then Duryodhana said, oh, you think Madhuri's son is not so important, that's why you're putting Nakula and Sahadev, Madhuri's son. But you are not putting your own Kunti's son. What's happening? And then Yudhishthira Maharaj said, I will put Arjuna. Arjuna is most dear friend of Krishna. Krishna must protect. There is no way Krishna will not protect. With such a strong faith, he said, okay, now I'll put my dear Arjuna, supreme archer, who cannot be defeated by anybody, who is very dear to Krishna. Then he was lost. Can you imagine how Yudhishthira Maharaj felt? With such a face, Arjuna is such a dear friend to Krishna. Krishna will protect if he wants. And Krishna apparently didn't protect, and Arjuna was lost. Then he put Bhima. Bhima is the last hope for him. Because if Bhima is there with Yudhishthira, Bhima is so strong, he can smash the Kauravas in no time. Yudhishthira there, and he doesn't have to fight. Bhima can just smash the Yodhana in 1 second. But he put the Bhima. Krishna will protect. And then Bhima was lost. Yudhishthira Maharaj, he did not lose the faith on Krishna, even after this. Then he put his own self. Okay, if Krishna won't protect, he will protect. And he put himself. And he was lost. And then Duryodhana and Karna and Shakuni were so happy. Yes, Yudhishthira, now Emperor Yudhishthira is our slave. And still he did not lose the faith. He lost everything. He lost his own self. And then they said, you still have one more. That is Draupadi. And Draupadi, I cannot do this. Everybody said, no, don't do this. Draupadi, you cannot do this. But then Yudhishthira has a faith, and he said, Krishna will protect, and he put Draupadi. That is the scene here. Then Draupadi was lost. And then what Yudhishthira Maharaj is thinking? He will think, I will not break Dharma, even up to here. Everybody is so angry, and Bhima was like shaking, Arjuna was like holding on himself. And anytime they can burst out in anger, but Yudhishthira was thinking, I follow Dharma, which is set by Krishna. Krishna will protect. If I don't follow the Dharma, Krishna will not protect. What's the logic is this? What's the Ajatasattu? Really, his enemy was not born. Such a great Yudhishthira Maharaj. That's why Krishna wanted to put Yudhishthira Maharaj emperor. And in Prabhupada's life, we can see in Prabhupada's life, he was grihastha, and he was doing business, and he wrote whole Bhagavad-gītā commentary, and it was lost, exchanged with tea or tea candy or something. And he didn't give, hey, Krishna, I wrote for you. Why you not protecting? He didn't. He didn't even think that just a tiny bit. He didn't lose the faith. And he will write another Bhagavad-gītā. He said that if Krishna wanted, I can write 100 times Bhagavad-gītā commentary. He's such a Vaishnava. Then after he was told in a dream to take sannyas. He didn't want to take sannyasi, but it was ordered. So it was again and again came into the dream. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati ordered him to take a sannyasi. And he took a sannyasi. Now he has nothing, but he has a mission. He has to write an article. He has to print by himself and distribute. And he fainted in the heat in the middle of Delhi. Still he didn't think, hey, Krishna, why are you not taking care of me? No, he had a mission. He just have to face, and he kept going. And finally he was going to America. Then what's happened in America? He has 47 rupees. Because government restrictions, they cannot take the cash. It's not like he didn't have more than 47 rupees with him. He could take, but then the government restrictions he couldn't take. And finally he went in the refrigerator. What he say is a meat. But then he lived there. He didn't say, hey, Krishna, what is happening? No, he didn't say that. Then he had Dr. Mishra. Then he went to New York. And then someone became crazy and then broke the house and then stole the typewriter, and he was thrown in the middle of the winter, so cold, and he had nowhere to go, and still he didn't give up. Krishna will protect. Tantenu kampans mamiksha mana. Anything happen, any suffering come, it must be my past deed, misdeed. That Krishna is giving token. Krishna is always protecting. So Prabhupada always kept going. And finally, Krishna consciousness started to expand. Then what happened? Someone didn't print Prabhupada's name on the book. Have to have Pandacharya, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. Have to be there, Prabhupada said, but it was not there in the book, Prabhupada's book. But some disciple was contaminated, they didn't put Prabhupada's name. Then he has to make official statement. All his book has to have the name, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Pandacharya. His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder chair of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. That official statement has to be there. I'm glad that this book has that statement, has to have there. So he made it like that. Then after that, the thing was going on okay. Then some of the disciples' parents started making a court case, like it's called a brainwashing. And then they made a court case. Then later on, so many things was one after another. Just like Yudhishthira Maharaj has so much faith on Krishna, but so many things was taken away. And everyone said, just stop it. You don't have to do it. Just say, I don't want to do this. Everyone can say this is cheating. Just don't do it. But Yudhishthira was thinking, I will follow Dharma and Krishna will protect. If I don't follow, then Krishna will not protect. So better I lose everything, but then I have Krishna. So he went, just like Prabhupada Yudhishthira Maharaj. Then Vidura, what Vidura is doing? He is Dharma. He is Dharmaraj, no? He is Dharmaraj incarnated. He himself is Dharmaraj, and Yudhishthira is the expansion of Dharma. Dharma, Yamaraj, is empowering Yudhishthira Maharaj. He is sending his Shakti, his expansion, his Shakti is in Yudhishthira. And Yudhishthira is there, Dharma himself, Vidura is there, and then Dharmat Saksha, that shloka, Dharmat Saksha, that shloka was spoken by Yamaraj. So all this is there, and Bhishmadev, Gangaputra Bhishmadev, he learned all these scriptures in the heaven from Brihaspati. Brihaspati is highest in the heaven. He learned from Brihaspati. Still all this adharma is going on. How Yudhishthira Maharaj can give up dharma? How he can keep following dharma when this is going on? And then after all, then anyway, I was going to say something, but then I have to say about Draupadi. Then Draupadi was brought, and then Draupadi brought, and she asked, she said, okay, Yudhishthira lost. Why Yudhishthira gave me away? He didn't have anything else. Then first Duryodhana, sorry, I'm going mixed up. Duryodhana told Vidura to go to hedge Draupadi. But then before that, Vidura is not going to go, so he said to the servant chief, the head of the servant, to go to there. So the servant head went to Draupadi's quarter, and Draupadi, the assembly is calling for you, please come. And the gambling happened, and your husband Yudhishthira gave you away. And then Draupadi said, why did he give me away? He didn't have anything else. And the servant said, he gave everything else, and he lost even his brothers, and he lost himself. Then he lost you. And then Draupadi, he's a very intelligent lady. He's Kshatriya lady. She knows the scriptures. So she asked, if Yudhishthira Maharaj, he lost himself first, he was still my Lord, he can bet me when he himself is lost. Can you ask this question? The servant said, yeah, that makes sense. He went back and he asked. And Duryodhana was so angry. Lost or not lost, he should come. She wanted to ask, then she should come and ask Yudhishthira by yourself. Then he was sent back, and then he asked Draupadi. Duryodhana said, please come and ask yourself to Yudhishthira. And he was crying, and he could not speak. The servant of Duryodhana, even he was feeling so much sadness, and he was crying. And because Draupadi, he felt sorry for him, and then he didn't become servant of Duryodhana. She didn't become like that, so harsh. She was composing himself. Then when he came back third time, when Duryodhana was going to stand, he didn't want to go. He couldn't move. So he said, Dushasana, you go. Then comes today's shloka. King did not forbid his son Dushasana to grab the hair of Draupadi. So Dushasana went. No talk, just grabbed Draupadi and drag. She was so scared. She wanted to go to Gandhari's place because Gandhari was staying in a woman's quarter. Usually a palace is designed in such a way, man's quarter and woman's quarter was separate. So she was staying in the woman's quarter, and so she wanted to go to Gandhari's place. So she was running toward Gandhari's place for shelter, but Dushasana grabbed her by the hair and drag her all the way to the assembly. And then first thing she said, I doubt not even one pinch to Yudhishthira Maharaj. He has no fault. Usually you don't say that. Because Yudhishthira, she's been dragged. Yeah? First thing is, what the hell is Yudhishthira? Why did you do this? All your fault. Want to say to Yudhishthira. But no, first thing she said was, I found not even a pinch of fault in Yudhishthira. He followed the Dharma, he followed the superior, and then this is what's happened. I feel no bad feeling toward Yudhishthira. That was such a great. She's like being dragged in the assembly, and then he was going to insult it, and the crude cause is Yudhishthira apparently. But she said like this, such a great soul. And when she was being insulted, she only asked this question: am I lost or not? If that is the superior, like your opinion, then I will follow. I have no problem. If that's Dharma, then I will follow. Just tell me I am lost or not. And then Dushasana again dragged her, and then Karna said, take her to the maid servant's room in Duryodhana's side. You don't have to keep her talking about. And then Draupadi said, okay, I will go only if Dhritarashtra said, I did not even pay my respect to my superior. So let me offer my respect to Dhritarashtra, Bhishma, Dronacharya, Kripacharya. Then she offered obeisance. Then she asked, am I lost or not? If I lost, in your opinion, I have no problem. I will obey your order. Then Bhishma said, the code of religion is very difficult and I cannot answer. Then Vikarma is a brother, real brother of Duryodhana. He said, why everybody is silent? It's obvious, she is not lost. Yudhishthira lost himself. He doesn't have any right to lose somebody. He doesn't have anybody. He is lost already. Yudhishthira lost. He cannot bet Draupadi. So Draupadi is not lost. Then Duryodhana got so angry and everyone saying, oh, Vikarna, finally you spoke, somebody spoke and appearing, and someone said, Duryodhana, you cannot let it happen, all the thing. Then Bhima, he was already so angry. And then he was so angry and his whole body was trembling. And then every part of his body was on fire. Fire and smoke and spark was coming from ears and nose and mouth, and each pore of his head, the body was full of fire and spark and smoke. And then outside the palace there was a jackal falling and scaring and creatures screaming, and then they got really scared. Then Vidura said, Dhritarashtra, you have to stop this, otherwise whole Kuru dynasty will be finished in this moment. You have to stop this. Then Dhritarashtra said, Putri, whatever happened, forget it. Take some boom. And everybody thought, this old man, this Dhritarashtra, he's saying because of not Dharma, he's saying only because he's scared. But take opportunity, this is my chance. So he asked, please free Yudhishthira. He's the only one cause Yudhishthira. And Draupadi said, please free Yudhishthira. Then Dhritarashtra said, take one more boom. And he said, okay, then free Bhima and Arjuna, Nakul and Sahadev, with a chariot and a weapon. And Dhritarashtra said, take more. He said, no, the Kshatriya woman cannot take more than 2 boom. Out of greed, if take more than 2 minutes sleep, then she is finished. So she took only 2 boom. Then they were left. That one said 5 more minutes, and this one is 9 o'clock. I don't know which is correct one. This is correct one, so it's 9 o'clock. So that is today's verse. And Yudhishthira Maharaj was following the light, and then it was explained. And Prabhupada's mission was explained, and an overview was explained. I finished all the topic. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Mahabharata ki jai, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol. Thank you very much. 9 o'clock on time.